Hi guys, I'm sure that you've been wondering where I am, and it's been, oh my gosh, it's been a year since I've been on. This is Ella, and even the name of the channel has changed to Tarot. Why did I rename the channel? Well, that's simple. The reason I renamed it is because if you're anybody who's anybody, forgive me for the flapping here, um, you will know that by now you should know that tarot has exploded on the internet. Tarot has exploded all over YouTube, all over TikTok, and I am here because, well, frankly, I missed you guys and I missed working here on this platform. So, we're going to do a reading for the collective and then we'll get into other videos as they come. I also am not showing my face as you see because I am working right now with certain delivery, and that's all I'll say. And I don't get to eat it, but I get to deliver it. And all I can say for you guys that know what this is, you're probably around my age if you do. Um, Shout out to Krispy Kremes. I don't normally eat stuff like that. But the people that do, I'm sure they enjoy it. So anyway, I'm out and about during the day delivering stuff for other folks who can happily gain the weight. What is it? The term, moment on the lips and a lifetime on the hips? Yeah. So anyway, this is a message for the collective and welcome to Tarot. E-A-T Tarot. You heard right. So let's see what Spirit has to say to the collective. And this is going to be dubbed the smallest message ever. And the reason is because we're using our mini tarot, okay? And for those curious beings as to what this exactly is that I'm using, it's called Everyday Witch Tarot. And it is the mini form, as you can see, with her little cat enjoying herself over there. Let's stick that there. Let's see if it stays. Sorry about my tapestry. It normally doesn't move, so I'm not exactly sure why it's moving now. We'll just call it the Spirit, the Holy Spirit moving through the background here, investigating and seeing that all goes well. Because normally, I'm not kidding you, it doesn't move. So, nonetheless, let's just keep it moving. All right. Spirit, what do you have to tell the collective? And I am playing with areas of the house, different areas of the house I've never used before for readings. And I thought to myself, oh, I love this little nook. It just makes me feel very cozy. What is the energy for the collective? What would you like for the collective to know? This is for every zodiac. We're picking up the planetary energies, astrological energies. And as you guys know or should know by now, all the planets are direct. So we don't have excuse anymore as to what it is that is happening or isn't happening within our own little world, okay? When I say little, I don't mean our worlds are little, meaning insignificant. I mean dividing it up into a smaller portion, just like a drop in the ocean. We still need that drop to make the whole, right, of what an ocean is. But our worlds are a lot smaller, and that's so that we can be able to handle them without issue. Okay. I'll tell you what I see in just a second, guys. All right. So I took 5 on each row. And the reason is because we want to see what's going on and we don't want encumbrances, okay? First card that's up is the 5 of Swords. Well, the 5 of Swords, okay, can be a heavy card. Not as heavy, of course, as the 7 or 9, right? Or the 10 of Swords, which would be really something going on there that I would say, ouch. This is more like irritations, delays, maybe people not seeing eye to eye, right? That's more along line of what that is about. It could mean that people are just not working together. That's the energy I'm feeling. People not working together, okay? People not working well together. Maybe it's a group effort or it's a two people thing and one or the other's not working well with the other. Not seeing eye to eye. Wow. I like this card. I've never seen the moon like this. So we have the witch, of course, because it's an everyday witch tarot, flying over the moon, right? If she's just flying off, she's just oblivious to anything else around her because as far as she's concerned, she took off and she's doing her thing. But the cat, her cat has been left behind. That's what I'm looking at right now. And again, this is number 18. This is the moon. Look at that. The cat is looking at its own image. And they don't quite match, do they? So again, that's what I'm stating is I'm getting a feeling of people not working well together, people not coming together for the greater good, not seeing eye to eye. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of energy of, whew, do I want to, the pressure that I'm feeling in my stomach and in my chest area over this. I'm feeling like when somebody holds their breath, like literally when someone holds their breath, because I feel like I can't breathe. I'm feeling it in my not even my heart. Well, it's my heart chakra, but it's right beneath, almost to the solar plexus. And then I'm feeling like somebody's got a hold of my throat, like when somebody's holding your throat and you can't breathe. So this pressure, even though it's only a 5, it's pretty big. The energy is pretty big. Pardon me, I had to clear that. I just couldn't breathe. The moon can mean deceptions, but the moon can also mean illusions, making yourself illusions, grand illusions, not seeing the bigger picture, lying to yourself, someone lying to you, or imagining the worst of the worst, right? So those energies in and of themselves could be very strong. Because they're very strong, they can be overwhelming. Then we have the Lover's card, okay, which is the number 6. There you go. I don't know if you guys could see that. All of a sudden, everything's so bright. The number 6, okay, the Lover's card. What does the Lover's card really tell us? Well, choices and decisions for the most part, right? If it depends, of course, what it is, the cards that flank. So first we have the moon, and then we have the 4 of Pentacles right next to the Lovers. So in this instance, even though it's 2 people that are supposed to be equally yoked, right? You're supposed to be matched. Now, that could be in business, that could be in a love affair, romance, friendship. Seems to be talking about monies. What about monies? Well, since it's the 4 of Pentacles, it's a holding on. It's a wanting to hold on to this money no matter what. We're going to hold on to this money. It's not going anywhere. The reason I'm laughing is because, yeah, that's better when I hold it away. Literally, he's sitting on it. You see that? He's like, you're not going anywhere. I'm not letting anybody get a hold of my money. So that's kind of funny, but it's not. The reason I say it's funny and it's a wonderful break because this energy is very heavy. But it's funny because it's like, I don't want to move this energy. I don't want to move my money. I don't want nobody to touch my money. Don't even look at this money. Look at his face. Don't even look at my money. Don't look like you're looking at my money. It's hilarious. So, well, you could have a greedy person on your hands, or you could have somebody is so into their money that their money is everything. The other thing is that right next to that, flanking that card, is the 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups, it's dependent. You can say the 7 of Cups has to do with a dreamscape. That's what everybody, pretty much a go to, right? It's a dreamscape. It's all the things you can imagine of having. It's all the things you can imagine of doing, right? It's a dreamscape. So in other words, these are all the things that you want in the 7 Cups. Surrounded by the 7 Cups, all of those things are what you want out of life. What you're asking Creator for, right? God, Goddess, Universe. So those are like afterthoughts. I don't see them in the line with the same processes, the same thought processes. Okay, I don't see that. Reason I don't see that is because this is more whimsical. So I'm almost, I'm not even almost, I'm moving it down because the energy doesn't match. So all up here is nothing but I'm nothing personal. It's all about business. It's nothing personal. It's all about business. What does that mean? That means that even if this is a relationship, a romance, this person thinks in a very, very close-minded way. They don't think about anything else. It has to be this way. The money has to, by all means, be important in this relationship, or there is no relationship. So in that instance, this person, I think the reason they're sitting on this box of money, right, the 4 points, is their fear. They have a fear, and that's what causes the strife in the 5 of swords. That's what causes these big illusions of I don't know what to do, where the Lover's card comes in. Okay. Now this is in progression, right? This is what's first happening to the person that I'm reading. Now, male, female energies, it really doesn't matter. It's just literally talking about the energy of the one person versus the energy of the other person involved. This, the 7 of Cups, is more whimsical. Now it's starting to match because now you have the 2 of Cups right next to it. So the ideas of having wonderful things in life, the ideas of having a life with someone to share it with are now starting to, like a flower, right? You know, blossom. Now you can see where the ideas actually stop being so rigid, 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 and start blossoming again and start looking like, okay, maybe we can collaborate. I can't even speak. Maybe we can collaborate. Remember, I told you my throat chakra felt closing. Maybe we can collaborate. Maybe it's not such a bad idea to have another person involved. So that's where the 2 of the excuse me, the 2. That's where the Lovers, which is a 2, right? It takes 2 in most instances. And then the 2 of Cups come together. Okay, that's where there's more of a smoother transition to something that everybody can get on board with, right? Then we have the King of Swords. Back to the rigid thinking, but. Why do I say but? Look, look at the way the King of Swords is pointing now. Logic. Nothing personal, ma'am. Nothing to see. This is all about logic. So somebody here is way into their thought processes, way into the what is, way into the logic, and the emotion is left here in the beginning, in this beginning. Okay? The beginning of what could be. So the King of Swords is more logic and saying, this has to be looked at first. Back to this and this. This, and has to be looked at first. This has to happen first. Back to the only possibility for the Lovers is for this money to come. Whatever monies it is, it's supposed to come, for this money to come. If not, no dice. All right. Then we see this poor person that's matching the 4 of coins because, let me just tell you, it has to be exhausting. It has to be exhausting to have to sit on that box of coins. It has to. Because if you don't sit on that box of coins, you're actually resting. You're actually enjoying life. You're actually having fun, right? So it's so exhausting to sit on that box of coins and to make sure nobody grabs a hold of that coin that you have or that you think you have. It's exhausting. Fighting against this relationship, fighting against what could be, that's exhausting. Forgive me if you can hear my crazy neighbors that sound like elephants. Then you go to past, okay, I need my rest, and I'm getting my rest no matter what. And this is so cute too because she's hanging her hat. She's like, you know what? I give up. I'm hanging my hat. I'm going to sleep. Okay. Sooner or later, you have to take a rest from that type of energy. It's just too exhausting to keep it going. That momentum is just exhausting, right? So you have to do something to get out of that circular thinking. Then you have the Five of Cups. Actually, no, it's the Four of Cups. This should be, because it's a cup, right? Normally love, emotional in a beautiful way, sharing, caring. No, it's a Four of Cups. So even if you're offering this individual love unending, beautiful ending, lifelong to the end of your life, you're giving them this energy. You're providing them with this love. It's not good enough. I don't want it. I don't want it. Look at her poor little face. She's trying to give him a cup. And look at her face. It's like, oh my goodness, you don't want my cup? Well, honey, you've already drank 3, so if you're going to give up the 4th, it's okay. So this is a lot of indulgence and self-pity. Staying, not grounded, but staying in a negative energy. Like I said, going back to this Four of Swords, that's exhausting, guys. So whoever you're dealing with, oh my gosh, their thought patterns are like a square, right? And you're hoping it's going to be a circle. A circle, smooth transitions. It just keeps going and rotating, but in a positive, right? Spiraling in a positive. But if you're in a square, right, you don't think outside the box. You never get out of that crazy thinking, and you're never going to feel at peace. You're never going to be able to enjoy, the relationship. So if you're with someone, let's say, for example, that has a lot of trouble letting go of control over the budget, over letting go of control of handing you their paycheck or putting all of their paycheck into your account that's joint. Somebody like that. That's what you have here. Somebody like that, and they're not happy unless they're running the show. And the show to them is, we're not spending money, we're not moving, when I'm not budgeting, I'm not budging. This is not happening unless I have my rubber stamp seal of approval. You're not touching anything. I don't know who they're talking to, but somebody out there needs to hear this message. Final outcome, the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, the Knight of Pentacles. Well, okay. Good and bad. I'm going to give you the bad first because I don't like ending my readings on a negative note ever, even if it's the worst of the worst, okay? And this is pretty, like, this is a tough crowd. If I were a comedian and I was reading for a crowd right now, I'd be like, oh my gosh, God, you really gave me the hardest cards to deal out to this audience. All right, Knight of Pentacles. All right, the Knight of Pentacles is little bit. What do I mean by little bit? Sorry, I'm all dirty now from all the moving of furniture. The Knight of Pentacles is, in this instance, a small person's mentality. Cross watchers, I'm so sorry. Small person's mentality. Because you could multiply this. You can multiply this and have more. But if you're going to be stingy or a miser or hold on to it like that, like Scrooge McDuck or whatever his name is, then you end up with this. It trickles. It's like poisoning what you're about to eat. It's poisoning it because it's not allowing God to freely move, the Holy Spirit to move between these finances and bless them. Instead, they're moving so slow that it's painful. It's painful. It's like watching paint freaking dry. Okay? Now, remember I told you I don't like ending readings on the negative. So because of that, I'm going to tell you the positive aspects of the Knight of Pentacles. I'm not sure what the outcome is here because it's so unclear. I mean, none of these are saying yes, 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 yes. They're not even maybes. The only close to a maybe is here, where we do acknowledge that there is a relationship and that this relationship can give us happiness. That's the only positive here, and perhaps the Lovers, that what could be, right? What might be. But then when you get back into the ending here, to the finish line, as they say, you only get the Knight of Pentacles. So because of that, Spirit is not going to tell you at this time to sit and wait. Do not sit and wait for this maybe to come, which is a very slight maybe. It's maybe a 20%. Whereas, yes, it's the Knight of Pentacles. So if you had to end this reading as it is, then yes, the Knight of Pentacles is assured, meaning he takes the longest route, the longest time to come back around, but he does come back around. Now, am I telling you, or is Spirit telling you to wait? No. No. If somebody else comes before this person can actually come to terms with their Four of Cups, that they're not sure whether they want to give to you and actually mean it. Instead, they prefer to just deal with their money and don't touch my money. Then if somebody else comes into your picture and if they seem like they want to give you their Two of Cups, I would say keep it moving, keep your options open, select the best choice for you. Okay. Again, this is Ella from Eat Tarot. Life has exploded on the internet, guys, and I hope that you enjoyed this collective reading for you. For the first week of April, we will be challenging ourselves to sit and do more videos for you. But for now, this is what we're seeing for the collective. Of course, we're not talking about married people that are in a beautiful relationship and you have no issues. We're talking about either single people or people that are in tweens, meaning you're in between relationships, you're possibly trying to get into a relationship and it doesn't look like it's moving as smoothly as you would like for it to move. And if you are in a loving relationship, you might be experiencing one of you is very rigid in their thought processes when it comes to your monies that are coming into your home, or even the possibilities of monies that are coming into your home. Okay? Love you so much, and I hope for you that you have nothing but good things come and that you would be blessed in this time frame. Thank you, my friends, for stopping by.